Welcome to Zombie Popcorn Radio. This is Jason.
This is Paul.
And we are here. We have very special guests on the show tonight. Real quick, I want to play the trailer to the movie that we're going to be talking about. The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. I know, we're having such Skype issues.
We always do.
I don't know what it is with Skype. I've been talking to him for the last 10 minutes, just fine. On now they're like, as soon as we start the show, we lose them. Nice. So I mean, that's the way it works.
That's the kind of show we run.
Yeah, it really is. Why are you recording voicemail? I just want you to stop. Okay. Anyway, so tonight we have a hell of a show. If we can get it started off, we have the creator, writer, and director of an upcoming series called Gary's Garden. If you've seen the trailer, if you've seen anything, it's pretty awesome. It's going to be a 4-part series of this. And while I'm trying to get them back on the phone, let's take a break and play the trailer to Gary's Garden, and then we'll kick this off right.
What?
Because life is just so much brighter when you have love.
Who are you? And what have you done with my boyfriend?
It's the plants.
It's the plants!
What happened to you?
The mission has changed, Elder.
Gary's Garden.
Bugger. Dig into this rotting soil.
It looks kick-ass.
That is totally why I only eat meat.
Really, that's the only reason why you do it. We're still trying to get Ben and Brandon on the phone, so I don't know why this just happened, but but if you want to go check out the website, their website is rottingsoil.com. That's the website to the series. You want to tell us what it's about, Paul?
It is about a guy named it is about Gary. Apparently, Gary thinks his new knack for gardening might impress his girlfriend Lily. But when he becomes obsessed with the plants and his green thumb turns bloody red, Gary's relationship gets tossed into the shrubs. After a run-in with a member of the LDS, Larry reaps more than he sowed, and his hobby turns deadly. Pies fly and elders die in the offbeat dark comedy presented in 4 short episodes. That's not even the first episode. I just got so excited.
I know you just jumped.
The first episode is called Pot Rot, Porn, and Cigarettes. Pot Rot is the first one. Porn and Cigarettes would be the second one. The third installment is a perfect pan of piping hot pot pie, and the fourth one is the shit. And Gary's Garden presents a world that is unapologetically mixes genres ranging from horror and romance to musical thriller. Bum, bum, bum.
Word. And if we can get them back on. Wait, they're calling. I will answer. Yep, so this is Zombie Popcorn, everyone. There, I said answer. Answer. I know, I see you calling. I know. So anyway, while we're trying to get this on, how was your day, Paul?
It was good. I cleaned the kitchen. I did some work in the bathroom. Cleaning. As well as other work. Wow, this is a really awesome show we got going on.
I know, it really is. Okay, I'm hitting the button answer, and it's not doing shit.
Nice.
It won't let me answer.
This time we're not just embarrassing ourselves.
We're embarrassing everyone.
We're bringing other people down with us.
That's what we do.
It's how I've lived my whole life, actually. I will point out, since everyone's probably going to stop listening to this show, that right now Sci-Fi is doing, I think Mega Piranha is playing. Now, I would have been here a little sooner, but Jan and I were watching Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
Yeah.
We had to leave for the last half hour, but
and you were pissed.
I know, but here's the deal.
Okay.
After that, we're done here, which maybe in 15 minutes. But if we get our shit together and we're done at 9 o'clock, if you turn it on the Sci-Fi channel, there are 2 things happening.
What's that?
There is the movie Mega Python versus Gatoroid.
Oh wait, I think.
But the not just the monsters are facing off, but also Tiffany and Debbie Gibson both star in it. It looks to be epic.
Well, anything with Debbie Gibson in it's got to be awesome.
Oh yeah, epic. Debbie, quote, epic Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. If they could put Joey Lawrence in that, I would just be a happy man. Just a cutaway, like he sees some shit happen, he just goes, "Whoa!"
Oh wait,
good.
Every time I log in, it just does that.
Wow. Maybe this will be a 2-part interview.
Yeah. Part 1 is just us talking to it, nothing. Somebody email me a landline. Email me a landline.
Like
landline, email me.
10 more minutes till we bomb.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is just jump right into this since we got you here. Let me get you in the video room with us.
Cool.
Sorry about this. I mean, it happens.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man.
And so what we're going to do on the rebroadcast, because every Monday we rebroadcast both the audio and the 3D version of this, we'll cut out all the good parts and just keep the really crappy parts.
Perfect.
All right, good.
Just how we like it.
So y'all should be able to be seen in the chat room now. All right. We good? Hey, hello, everyone in the chat room. Thanks for bearing with us. Sorry for the technical issues, but I think we're good now.
Yay. Sort of.
Yeah. So we have with us Ben and Brandon. One wrote and created a series called... What's that?
He said hi.
Oh, hi. Oh no, look, it's doing it to us again. Damn. But anyway, he's cutting out on me. Awesome. If this happens again, call me on the hotline number and we'll just do a phoner on it, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
That way we don't have to worry about going crazy with it. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Gary's Garden?
Yeah, sure. So Gary's Garden is actually 4 short films. They're about 8 minutes each. No more than our first episode's a little bit longer than 8. But then the rest are shorter. And it's a dark comedy, and it's presented as these 4 short films. It's about a gardener, 2 Mormons, and a talking, horny, singing plant.
A talking, horny, singing plant. So this is a musical.
Kind.
Yeah, well, episode 2 is a musical, and he's a virgin, undead Mormon plant boy.
Hello.
But aren't they all?
And Brennan Murray is who will be playing him, Zeke.
Hi. Nice to meet everyone.
Hello, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, but we launch on Valentine's Day of this year, so we're really stoked about that. And each week a new episode will be released.
We played the trailer earlier, and we'll play it again later on in the show. And if people want to go check out the trailer now, they can go check it out at rottingsoil.com. The trailer there, not information about the film. But what really makes me wonder is that after watching the trailer, it seems pretty twisted. It seems like a really fun movie, but also with a twisted vibe to it. But you came up with the idea of this while being a gardener in Northern Virginia. What the hell?
Yeah, that's
what the hell were you digging?
Right. So in Winchester, Virginia, over the summer, this last summer. I worked as a gardener and a personal landscaper for this guy. So I spent long days out in the garden in the sun, just pulling up weeds and laying gravel and mulch. And I really didn't have anyone to talk to, so my mind started going to these very weird places. And that's how the initial idea or seed was planted, you could say.
Yeah. So it wasn't what you were actually burying and they give you the idea that,
Right. Well, it's also, we're really influenced by old horror movies. We really are fond of The Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. A lot of, Raimi, Sam Raimi or early Peter Jackson. And then we found ourselves really falling in love with these old movies that have developed this sort of cult allure to them. Like Troll 2, for instance, was a major influence.
That's awesome.
And if you all haven't about Troll 2, you really should.
At least the trailer.
Yeah.
At least the trailer.
That's the first time I've ever heard Troll 2 cited as an influence.
Definitely.
Oh, right. Awesome. So what other movies?
Well, definitely because of the musical portion, you can definitely compare it a little to Little Shop of Horrors.
Right.
In some aspect, but we didn't take much from that
Right.
with the story.
Just a love of Roger Corman. Then.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
What
we have in episode 4, we based a lot of our action sequence. Episode 4 is a big action. What's that?
Oh, nothing. That's just us being unprofessional. Go ahead.
Stop that right now.
But no, episode 4 is influenced by Terminator 2 is a really big influence, way in which they set up their action sequences with a Terminator and the T-1000. He keeps coming back to life, and Arnold keeps coming back to life. So we really liked that idea, so we played with it.
Nice.
So that would be one of the influences.
So you shot this film in 3 months on a $500,000 budget.
Yeah, exactly. No, we were really practical about the whole process. We were building. I mean, we used our garden for the Gary's garden, and we decorated that one garden so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So we really developed a little studio out of our house. We're in a kitchen right now, the kitchen that is used in Gary's garden, the dining room that's used in Gary's garden. And, just our house. So we shot everything here on location in Echo Park in Los Angeles. And we really didn't have much of a budget at all, but we had enough people, intelligent people behind the project and creative people that we were able to really put it together on our own with not a lot of money at all.
That's awesome. And your press kit, you said that you hired Ezekiel, a local in the Echo Park area. Tell us about this.
Yeah. Could you give me a little bit of tea, actually? That's one of our favorite stories about this whole project, and along the same lines as far as how this developed, and ideas kept developing through collaboration with everybody that's been involved. Thank you, Kevin Herrera, everybody. So one night I walked down through the taco place,
Burrito King.
Check
it out. It's great. On the corner of Sunset and Alvarado.
Are they a sponsor now? Or?
Yeah.
Burrito King. Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Yeah. So I walked down to the Burrito King, and there's this guy down there who just starts talking to me. And I really think that the homeless have something to say to us, and I think they have great stories. So I always jump at the opportunity to engage in a conversation with a homeless person or a traveler, as if you want to call them that. So we started talking, and he was just telling me this crazy story about how the cops were after him and his girlfriend left him, and he sounded like he was having a hard time. But this guy has such an amazing voice. And I can try to do a little bit for you, but you can hear him at the end of the trailer on our website. But
it's Gary's garden.
Hey, my name's Ezekiel. So he talks like that. He smokes really heavily, but he's a really awesome guy. So me and the cinematographer and the other producer, we went into a car with him. I kept seeing Easy. I said, "Hey man, I'm gonna need your voice soon," and he's like, "I'll be here." So me and the other producer went into the car with him, and we really recorded him for about 3 hours. And he said some really interesting things that we're going to put together for narration. And we're really excited about his audio.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So you sat in a car, but you also have bad luck with cars.
Yeah.
Well, with my car, he had bad luck with my car. Literally the first day we started shooting, the first scene, we got up pretty early, and I was still sleeping because I asked them not to wake me up until like 10 minutes before we shoot. But they were. Ben was going to move my car before I woke up, and it was literally, you had to move it 50 feet. Literally 50 feet. And between 1 foot and 50 feet, he hit another car, and the damages cost $2,000, which is like 4 times what we spent on Gary's. But that was fun to wake up to. But we went on with the shooting, and it ended up being great. It ended up being a really good day of shooting. Really fun.
Yeah, and then later on, toward the end of the production process, our guy who plays Gary, David McAwee, who he can't be here tonight, but this is him.
I don't think they can.
That's David. He wishes he could be here. He wrecked his car, and he completely totaled it. So this project really destroyed aspects of our lives. But we're all still
It put you in financial ruin. Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, but it was worth it for us.
Well, that's good.
For me, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least you had the emotion of all that happening to pour into the film.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question?
Didn't hear that. I was going to pretend I heard it, but I had no answer. I couldn't hear what you said.
That's all right. It wasn't important. So I want to talk to you about, because Paul, my co-host here, he is really into instruments and creating certain devices to create sound. He writes soundtracks to, he's written soundtracks, music scores to horror documentaries and other films. And I'm very interested about the score of this film and the story about the piano.
Yeah, definitely. It is a pretty interesting story because we have a pretty interesting composer. And his name is Nadim, and he's currently in the studio right now. They're recording different musicians and different instruments right now, and that's why they couldn't be here today. But he got this piano from Craigslist, and he's been known to do this in the past. He's worked a lot with preparing pianos, and he has literally taken this piano apart, and he's taken out some of the strings of the piano, and he's filled the piano with different props, miscellaneous things that I'm not even sure exactly what he uses, but I believe he has used chopsticks before. I don't know how he's using them, if they're for percussion or if they're inside the piano, but he uses different props and creates this piano that when you press a certain key, it will jangle something within the instrument. And yeah, that is going to be a big part of our score, but not to mention other musicians in the Los Angeles area and even beyond. So we have some Canadian musicians and I believe some horn players from Thailand, I want to say. I'll know more specifics about that after today.
Nice. Yeah, it's called Prepared Piano. John Cage did it in the 50s and 60s.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's all I got to offer for that, but that's what it's called.
So he just geeked out on
And the
it.
chopsticks are playing it like a hammered dulcimer, so you tap on.
Oh, okay. Yes. See, I'm not involved in that department. I just love to see it happening and hear about it.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So this project comes out February 14th, the very first series. When is the second part of the second one?
1 week later.
Yep.
Well, I'm just saying they did say it was going to be a new episode every week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm assuming that's 7 days, and
that would be it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good. Very good.
Exactly. We have the first episode on Valentine's Day. The second is on the 21st of February. Number 3 on March 7th, and then our conclusion, the shit, on March 14th.
So, what's your plans after this? Are you going to continue this, or work on a new project, or?
Yeah. So Gary's Garden will end after 4 episodes. We will have made that story full circle, and then we will just move right along into the next project with this group of collaborators that we've developed over the last couple months.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we're always interested in getting people's feedback or ideas, or if they feel like they would like to collaborate with us or riff ideas, we would love to talk or answer any questions.
And the best way to get a hold of you is through rottingsoil.com?
Not through Skype.
So through rottingsoil.com, you can find our email address, which is rottingsoil@gmail.com. We also have a Twitter. One of our characters from the web series, Dana Weinrot, she plays the gardening, basic living television host. She has a Twitter, and you can follow her thoughts on a daily basis. And she's at Dana Weinrot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm totally out of questions. That's why I said yay.
You're just
And
like, yay.
Yeah, I'm tapped when I get to that point. I'm just like,
Awesome. We're still having issues on this end. So everybody go check out rottingsoil.com. February 14th is first episode of it. The trailer is also on their website, rottingsoil.com. It's awesome. I think it's going to be great.
Once this finally, you have your debut, is it going to be posted anywhere else that someone can go check it out later on, other than rottingsoil.com?
Perhaps we would totally be open to having people post this. Again, just get in touch with us. We're on YouTube. That's how we're streaming the episodes right now, and that's how they're being embedded right now. But we love reposts, and ultimately we want as many people to see this as possible. So anybody who wants to just take our file or our link and embed it, feel free, post it.
Well, I'll tell you what, when it comes out, to, I guess, pay respect for all the technical issues that we're having, we'll post the series on Zombie Popcorn as well in our video section.
It probably won't play.
It'll play. It's just when we do the radio show that stuff doesn't happen.
Awesome. No, we would totally appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, apparently,
we're really stoked to be on the show.
Yeah. It's normally not this bad.
Well, this is our first interview. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, we're all freaking out.
This is not ours, but it seems like it is our first.
They all seem that way, don't they?
I mean, I don't know. Well, I think it's just our internet connection is really bad tonight for some odd reason.
And we have really bad luck with internet all the time.
Really?
Nonstop.
Cars, internet, and soil.
We definitely saw this. We even told you. We said if it cuts out, we'll definitely contact you.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to have y'all back on the show when it actually hits the net, when we have it up on Zombie Popcorn and on your site and your YouTube page.
So we should do it at the end or something.
Yeah, so we can definitely get, make sure we get a solid interview.
For sure. And we could even bring on David McElwee, who plays Gary.
Okay.
Show him again.
He really does apologize for not being here tonight. He had something else to do. No, he wishes he could be here. Yeah. His heart goes out to all of you.
To all the fans.
Yeah.
So you
head of marketing is poking my shoe to tell everyone to subscribe when you check out our YouTube page. So be sure to do that.
Definitely.
There, I said it. subscribe, please.
So what is it? youtube.com/rotting soil?
Yeah. But again, if you just go to our website, rottingsoil.com, that gives you all of that information, how to subscribe to our YouTube. Or you can like us on Facebook, and then you can get news about what's happening and the other sort of media that we plan on releasing, like the Easy recording session. We want to release the highlights from that 3 hours in the car. Again, some really funny things. We'll be releasing the musical number that's in episode 2, and we'll also be releasing behind the scenes footage, which will include bloopers, some arguments that we got into during the production, and also the making of the whole behind the scenes process.
Nice.
So, but no samples of the car wrecks.
No what?
No samples of the car wrecks.
No insurance photos from.
We got some pictures.
Yeah. Let's see those as well.
My mom. And a few other things. Oh, I wanted to remember, if Jenna Maloney or Sally Fields is listening, we want you on our next project. So give us a call.
Well, we'll put the word out for you.
Yeah.
Brennan.
Do they listen? Do they watch your show?
All the time, I mean.
Yeah. You'd be mad.
Can't you tell by this high quality experience?
The in-depth reach of Hollywood we have from here, Norfolk, Virginia. It's stunning.
It's scary sometimes.
Well, it's something you should know about Brennan. He's trying to do this viral outreach to finally lose his virginity.
Not true. Lost years ago when I was 9.
I thought I had seen him on on Chat Roulette before, but
no, you can't lose.
the face threw me off. That's
Chat Roulette.
Yeah, Brennan's the little boy that we watched on set. We had to have him sign waivers because we didn't actually have a parent to supervise him. So
Funny.
he's actually a set of twins, so you could only work him.
That is good.
Awesome.
There we go.
What's that?
Let's see. I got nothing. Sorry, I was trying to help the silence, but I had nothing.
It's gone. Well, everybody, again, that's rottingsoil.com. You can find their YouTube page, their Facebook page, their contact information. If you want to be a part of their project, give them ideas for project, do anything about their projects, even just watch their projects, go to their rottingsoil.com. I hear that Justin Bieber really likes the website. So everybody should
go. Good.
Awesome. Is that the third party?
Yeah.
It's the headshot. Nice.
Who, this? No, we won't bust that out.
You can. No.
Well, I don't know.
No, go ahead.
Well, this was given to me by a homeless person, and you could say it's always been a part of the behind-the-scenes Gary's Garden process.
Nice. He's like a rugged Harry Potter.
I think it's Jesus, actually.
Close enough.
So for the people who are listening, he held up a kind of a headshot photo of a man.
This guy?
So yeah. So you're saying that photo is in the background during Gary's Garden, or it's just something that y'all cherish during filming?
Yeah, it's something we cherish during the process. During the writing process, it was always kind of there, looking over the project. Yeah, and we tackle big issues in Gary's Garden. We tackle sex and virginity and cigarette smoking. We deal with religion and heaven. All big issues. It's boobs,
and gardening.
Gardening, gardening is a big.
Oh, and gardening, yes,
and gardening. It is Gary's Garden. Gary's Garden.
At rottingsoil.com.
rottingsoil.com.
At rottingsoil.com. Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm still having major issues on this end. So everybody go check out the website. I'm going to let you two guys go for the night. Thank you so much for coming on the show. When we get better connection, I don't know why we're having this issue, but when it improves, we'll definitely have you back on the show so we can have, a smoother experience. But I thank you for taking the time to come on tonight.
All good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
It's been... Stay warm.
We'll try.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Oh, Virginia. Good night. Bye, everyone.
So that's February 14th, the first episode of Gary's Garden. So everybody go check it out, rottingsoil.com. I don't know why we're having such network issues, but we are. And
we roll.
That's it. I mean, it just happens. That's what you do. That's why when people do podcasts, they pre-record it.
They don't do them live.
And then they edit it later, so every time you listen to it, people are like, "Man, that was such a cool episode." Ours, we don't care. We just roll with all the crap that happens. That's just the way it is. So, no, I'm really excited about Gary's Garden. I think it's gonna be fun.
It seems fun.
Yeah, I think it's great that they did it with such a low budget and just friends and people they've met.
Right.
It looks fun.
Awesome.
Yes, it is. But yeah, you know what?
Yes.
What do you know?
I'm just realizing that I gave you the topics.
We have none, but don't do it yet because I gotta. Let's take a music break so I can fix this network thing, and then we'll do a music break and be right back. You're listening to Zombie Popcorn Radio. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. All right, we're back. Yay. So I guess hopefully we got all that worked out.
Probably not, though.
But if it's not, then whatever. So I am very, very happy that we have Hammer Films back.
Yeah.
I'm totally happy about it because they're coming out with a new film. We talked about it before, and we showed one of the trailers for it a while back. But they just released a Red Band trailer.
Ooh, those are the best.
I know.
They
And
usually have boobs in them.
you and
Yeah.
But I'm so glad. The reason I'm happy that we have Hammer Films back is because they bring back a quality of film that you don't realize.
Quality in parentheses or
in quotes.
It's in quotes.
Yeah, because we know what quality is with this show.
Although we should mention that Ingrid Pitt just died.
Yeah,
who was in a ton of Hammer films.
that is true.
Vampire Lovers, all those. A lot of, I assume, like English boys' first glimpse of top and bottom in a movie.
Yeah.
So, God rest her soul.
Yeah. So, I'm going to play a trailer for the newest Hammer film, Wakewood. And we'll talk about it when we come back of why I'm excited about this film and future Hammer films.
What is this place?
I don't know. What did you see?
What goes on in Wakewood is not for everyone.
Listen to me. We want you to do this.
Do it now.
The house seems strange.
If we have to lie, isn't it worth it?
On the wild wind you fly, between this world and the next. From that twilight realm you see o'er your perch, the trials of the living and the Lake of the Dead. Do we have an agreement?
We just want to see her again.
Then you shall.
Hey, that's the sketchy guy from all the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, it is.
Andy was in, what's the fairy tale one that was on the other day? Amy Adams. Enchanted.
Yeah. I love that they're coming out with this film.
I love that I just read the synopsis of this film, and I watched the trailer, and the trailer shows nothing about what the description is on the paper.
Well, no, the first trailer that we played
And
before
yet-
does.
It looks awesome.
It does.
Regardless, I don't even know what's going on.
It's just, I think it's awesome just for... I love these style of films. It kind of reminds me of a modern day kind of... Not the same type, but in the same vein of like Witchfinders General. It has that real world element to it where it involves kind of like Wicker Man, or it's...
Yeah, well, it's... I mean, if they're keeping in Hammer tradition, it's very atmospheric.
Yes.
So,
and I love it. And after watching this trailer, I was just like, I'm so happy that they're back producing films, because I think out of all the films that I've watched in my life, it's these style of films that I like the best.
So Hammer's back. Famous movie monsters are back.
Yep.
Or famous monsters of filmland.
Yeah.
So awesome.
It is awesome. What was I going to say?
I think you were going to introduce our new co-host.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, we could do that. We have a new co-host. He's not going to say much, but I was given the gift
that keeps on giving.
Yes, I was giving. If you saw on Facebook, you've already seen it. But if you've seen the movie Critters, then you know what this is. I actually have a puppet, which, okay, it's been claimed that this was made for the movie, and I don't know if it was used in the movie, but it was made by the people who made the character, the what am I saying? The puppets for the movie.
It's in really good condition. I went online and saw a guy who is a makeup artist, a model guy, and he had restored one because the lips were all dry rotted, and that one is in really good condition.
The only problem with this, there's two issues with this. It's really dusty, so I've been slowly cleaning it.
Yeah.
To get all the dust out. I'm still got a lot of work on it, and the feet on the latex have cracked. But other than that,
I wonder if you should spray it with some. I don't want to.
Well, I'm thinking about
maybe you could go and get some info.
One of those airtight containers that you put collectibles in there and put that in there.
Get, like the domed glass cases for the Victorian
for the
Curiosos.
Yeah. And put him in there.
Like your Fijian mermaid or whatever.
But yeah, definitely.
I love the teeth on it.
It's so awesome.
I never got to finish watching that movie.
Why?
Well, I never saw it when it was out, and a few, maybe 9 months ago or something, I got it from Netflix. I was like, I'm going to watch this finally. And like halfway through, it just kept skipping so bad.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So I need to finish watching it.
You do. I mean, because it's not an awesome movie.
No, but it was fun.
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
Of course I saw.
Let's throw the trailer up here real quick.
So maybe I will watch. How many are there?
They're like 10.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll have a marathon of that and Ghoulies. And it'll just be...
That'd be awesome. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. So. No.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Oh, wait. All right. Here's the trailer for Critters. But, it's a pretty awesome movie.
Of all the planets in the galaxy,
it's like a Disney
they
horror.
chose ours.
It really is.
They hide.
in small places.
This phone is dead.
I'm surprised like Guillermo
They
del Toro
like
hasn't
the
started to redo it.
Jay, any luck?
Give it time. Give it time.
Just a minute.
There's nothing cute about them.
Cute.
They've come a long way, and they're hungry.
My favorite part about the film in the trailer is like when they're chasing after people, it's like somebody just threw them.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill you. I get one guy looks like Prince.
Dad's all torn up and Mom's got like a harpoon thing in her neck and they're getting bigger.
They totally haven't shown you.
They bite.
They bite.
Wow.
Such a horrible fucking. Coming to a
How many
theater.
of those did they make?
There's a
I feel
lot
like
of
3
them.
or 4.
No, there's
Or is
more
it
than
5?
4.
We should look it up.
We should. But yeah.
Keep us from having to cover any new topics.
What's that?
That way we won't have to cover any new topics. We'll just talk about
Let's talk about that.
critters.
We like critters, man, dude. That's like.
I like gremlins too. Who do you think could win in a fight? Like a bad gremlin or a critter? Is there a good critter? Was there like a?
Is that even possible to have that? I mean, I guess we could start a convention for it.
Right.
So there were 4 critters. There's Critters, Critters 2, the main course, Critters 3, and Critters 4.
A critters convention. At 4 o'clock, we'll have a table full of people who think that critters could beat up ghoulies. And then at 4:30, people who believe that ghoulies could indeed come through the toilets and beat up critters. At 5 o'clock is the panel on gremlins could probably take all of them. That would be an awesome convention.
That would be an awesome. Well, according to Wikipedia, their diet is commonly accepted that they eat only meat, as shown repeatedly in each film.
Awesome.
Later dropped after the first film, eating more and more increases the critter's size, eventually leading to the crite, or what they call them, becoming an alpha or dominant in its group. But apparently they dropped that part out of the film. Good.
Yeah.
Reproduction on Wikipedia about critters. Nothing much is known about the reproduction habits of the crites, as no information is ever given in interviews by the creator or shown in the films regarding the aspects of their species. They appear to need to eat before laying eggs. How they produce eggs in the first place is another mystery. We are never shown any mating rituals in the film.
I think maybe they're half marsupial and half reptilian.
It says in Critter 4, Charlie tells Fran that it takes 6 months for a kite egg to incubate. This is a contradicted in previous installments, however, when the egg from the beginning of the film hatch and in what appears to be a spawn of just a few hours.
All right, well, then we need to get down to the bottom of
I
this.
think Critters 5 needs to be Critters. The sexy,
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I think it's funny that there's a whole page talking about the reproduction, their diet, hunting habits, intelligence.
Funny and slightly tragic.
In the 1990s movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael can be seen exiting the theater playing the original Critters.
Nice.
He looks up at the poster and says, "Yuck! Where did they come up with this stuff?"
Wow.
Both movies were produced by New Line Cinema.
That's what I was going to ask.
In another New Line Cinema film, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, Jennifer stays up late watching the first Critters film.
It's a highly influential movie.
Yes. The Tasmanian Devil and Young Einstein looks similar to a critter.
I love that movie.
It's such a good movie.
I haven't seen that in so long. He grows up on the apple orchard and he's just always taking one bite. And
yeah.
It is zany Australian fun.
You gotta love it.
From the country that gave you the duck bill.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we should just do a whole show of reading Wikipedia.
Yeah, we just read it.
The Wikipedia
The Wiki show. Yeah. 3D Movie Man.
Founder so-and-so has an urgent message.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, he always
he's
does.
trying
He's
to
up
raise
there.
money.
Yeah.
That's good though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, 3D Movie Man will be happy because in February, Penthouse.
This is the biggest news to ever come our way.
Woo! I just had to yell like that, but Penthouse. The the
Penthouse Studios.
Penthouse
I can't believe I'm writing this. I never thought this would happen to me.
I was like, "What are you talking?" Oh, and then it clicked. But
that would be the forum.
Yes. But anyway, Penthouse Studios announced this week. Guess what they announced? 3D Movie Man, if he was here, he would be so happy.
I can't believe he's not here for this.
I know, but so we'll do it in his honor.
All right.
No pun intended.
Oh.
That they're going to release in February, Real Porn Stars Chatsworth. And not only are they releasing it, it's going to be Blu-ray 3D.
Oh my goodness.
Penthouse says that the high-definition Blu-ray 3D movie represents the latest in 3D technology advancements and also officially signals the company's aggressive move into 3D content on both DVD and online.
So now you can see the depth of all that razor burn.
Yes.
Nice.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Oh, really?
We've been informed by a member of the professional industry.
I heard there. I was talking to people once that knew other makeup artists, and they were saying there's a growing need for makeup artists in the porn industry because of everything moving to HD, and they have to know how to get rid of like razor burn and stuff like that. But that's for high class pornography. I like the smut that shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pimples and all. Titties and ass.
That's the best video ever.
We should really see
what do you like about it?
What'd you like about the 3D porn?
Titties and ass.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Why?
I had not queued up my...
oh, wait. Cock.
No.
No, not that one?
My...
What are we doing?
I'm feeling horny. Come on. I'm feeling horny.
We've turned into this.
Earlier today, I looped them all, and they were just going till Jan.
And she's like, "Stop it!"
Yeah. Cueing all your Hanna-Barbera sound effects.
Anyway, so that's happening. So if you're into porn, you're happy that Penthouse is now released.
Hey, that's like the guy you know.
What guy? What?
What? Big guy.
What?
The guy that... No.
Anyway.
I'm making really inappropriate sexual jokes.
Anyway, so The Black Death.
Oh, yeah. This new movie about... I just read about it, actually.
It actually looks awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But yeah, it's Black Death is a upcoming film.
It was a plague that...
yes, that took over.
Ravaged Europe. Actually, it ravaged more than Europe. They think it started in the Mongolian steppes.
Yes.
And then worked its way through China and India, and then eventually over to the Middle East. And then Europe. But that's history for another day.
History for another day. But in the meantime, we can watch a movie about it.
Thank you.
But not really about it. We're going to be watching a movie coming soon, armed with blood-chilling torture devices. Their mission is to stamp out suspected paganism in a village that remains untouched by the Black Plague, even as the rest of Europe succumbs to pestilence.
I should note, though, that this, while not exactly the same, has a lot of similarities with Season of the Witch.
Yes, it does.
Starring Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. But this one looks so much better. Here's the trailer.
One of our brothers died this morning. Even the monastery is no longer safe. You must go now.
envoy to the bishop. Word has reached him of a village that does not suffer as the rest do. They say it is a sanctuary from the pestilence.
I must see for myself how this village is kept safe.
We leave at dawn.
This village we're headed to. There is talk of sacrifice, of men eating men, and of raising the dead. We are charged to bring the leader of this village back for confession, trial, and execution.
Journey into hell, but God travels with us. Be on your guard. Nothing here is what it seems.
Crucify them all.
I'll slice you open!
In cinemas, May 28th.
Nice.
Probably 2012.
Yeah.
No, but that looks so much better than Season of the Witch.
Yes and no.
Really? You're just obsessed with
That movie was so awful. You've got to see it. It was a bunch of awesome, man. Yeah. This is technically and classically and almost in every which way better. Yes. But not in the bad way.
It doesn't have Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, well,
but it has the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just watched earlier today. Fellowship of the Ring was on. I was like, hey, that's that guy. It's like he's like, I'll just wear the leftover stuff.
Yeah,
I have it's cool, guys. I got this. I haven't cut my hair or anything. I just been waiting for work.
I'm just gonna do my whole life series of acting.
Yeah.
And this.
I'm a freelance knight now, so.
I'm gonna go get a job at.
Which, by the way, is where the term freelance came from.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a knight for hire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Almost like a
his lance for hire, and that's where freelance comes from.
But it's not free if he's for hire.
Yeah, I think it meant something different.
Damn capitalists fuck up everything.
Yeah.
Damn. But yeah. 3G has announced that...
Maybe it was freelance originally, and then the free got it. I don't know.
You fucked that up. Lance Murdoch. But anyway, LG is... what the hell? Has announced that they're going to release a tablet which will be in 3D. And it'll be glasses-free display.
Really?
Yeah. And... Apple has got some patents on 3D tablet technology as well. So I think the next wave of the tablets are going to be in 3D.
That's crazy.
Even they like on the new Apple iPhone is apparently going to have 3D capabilities, 3D glasses-free, screens on them.
Yeah.
Which I think the phones and the iPads are really, until they can perfect it even better, are a great solution for them because they're single issue. You're right there in front of it, and you don't have to worry about anybody going, well, I'm at an angle. I can say it's your phone. Right. But yeah, you remember when we did Survive Norfolk?
I remember. I was there.
I know.
You were there. We were all there.
Well, there's the equivalent to Survive Norfolk or the Survive whatever games that's been around longer called Humans versus Zombies or Zombies. Right. And it's a really big thing. You can go to their website, which is humanversuszombie.com, I think it is, and get their set of rules. There's ways to teach you how to set it up and stuff. And it's usually done on college campuses. It's,
right.
Which makes sense. I mean, because it's everybody's
self-contained, not a lot of traffic.
Yeah. Well, in University of Washington, they did a game, but it was going to span over 5 days.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, and the first time they did it, a ton of people showed up and did it, and now it's just a continuous thing now.
Right.
And
I mean that might be taking it a little too far.
But it only had...
kind of hard. I mean, is this during the semester?
Yeah, this is during... But the rules are you can't do it inside the building. It's only once you step outside the door of whatever building, it's fair game.
Right.
So people walk around with these huge Nerf guns if you're human. And, it's the same idea. You have a yellow armband and a blue armband, depending on which one you are. And if a zombie tags you, you got to switch armbands and become a zombie. And it's taken off, and it's great fun for everybody, except for the faculty at University of Washington, because they want to ban Human versus Zombies. And the reason they want to ban this game is because they don't like to be scared or frightened. Mind you, people are not dressing up as zombies.
Right. This is just a game of tag.
Yeah. It's just, anyway, yeah. So, but in the game of tag, the person being chased can shoot you with a Nerf thing. So I want to play a news clip from it, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
I hope that kid's there going, please stop playing.
There is even one better. And it's the woman who's mad that they're doing it. So here it is.
To help you create your own perfect moment, check.
Dude, commercials rock. I love commercials. All right, I think that we should have something now.
It's a game played on college campuses all over the country.
But Humans versus Zombie Tag is under fire at the University of Washington. King 5's Owen Lay explains why some faculty members want it banned.
I bid you stand, men of UW!
The appeal of the game, they say, is that it turns your walk to class into a play fight for your life.
It overlays sort of this alternate reality on top of your everyday humdrum campus life.
Last fall, more than 900 UW students and a few faculty members took part in Humans versus Zombies, a week-long game of tag played each quarter on campus. Here's the game. If you're a zombie, you tag as many humans as possible, turning them into zombies. If you're a human, your goal is to survive the week. You can fight off zombies with foam guns.
The game itself is an icebreaker for a lot of social interaction in that way.
But Beverly Wintercoats tells us the student she saw 2 weeks ago perched in the stairwell outside her office did not look like a kid at play.
He was bent forward, dressed in fatigues, and looking out the window like he was seeing who he could shoot. That's the only impression we all had.
Citing the recent tragedy in Tucson, Professor Mary Callahan wrote an email to the Student Activities Office. I don't like walking around campus amongst make-believe assassins sneaking around with toy guns, looking to take out targets, she said. Callahan and other professors want UW to ban Humans versus Zombies. Game organizers say that student wasn't following the rules.
He was still essentially playing the game while in an indoor area, and it's absolutely against our rules.
Academic buildings, dorms, essentially anywhere indoors is off limits. But once you're outside, everything is fair game.
Dad, you're a zombie.
Still, for some, those rules aren't enough.
I don't like getting scared in the middle of the workplace, feeling threatened.
In Seattle, Owen Lay, King 5 News.
Organizers of Humans versus Zombie Tag say the weapons they allow must be obviously unrealistic. They're working with school officials on a way to keep the game on campus. They say worst case scenario, they will abandon the toy guns and throw rolled up socks instead.
Rolled up socks.
Yeah, because Nerf guns look...
They look real.
Exactly.
I don't want to be threatened.
Although, I could imagine if... What the fuck?
What? What?
You can't hear that?
What is it?
The GoHawaii.com commercial that's playing?
Is there one? No, I don't have it coming through.
Huh. Well, it came through my headphones.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't have it.
It's done now.
Anyway.
To help create your own perfect moment, visit GoHawaii.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get that one.
Yeah, it came through my headphones.
Weird. This night's been just very bizarre. But anyway, so
I mean, I can imagine if you're a teacher, you just like, and you just want to be left alone. You're like, I'm sick of this shit. I wish they would
I fucking hate kids.
Yeah. I mean, that part I get, but maybe they should be a little more stringent about people doing it indoors. But other than that,
no, they shouldn't have people indoors. I mean,
that's what I mean. I mean, they're not supposed to. That guy wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe have him lose a finger or something for breaking the rules.
You should donate something to.
Make one of the other kids bite it off.
Yeah.
I think they should just bring back stoning.
Yeah, like the lottery.
Yeah.
By Shirley Jackson.
Yep. Just bring it back and fucking beat it down.
Awesome short story. Even the short film's even crazier.
So are you gonna play this thing?
Are you gonna play the 7 minutes of this thing?
Maybe, but
yeah. It's funny because at first I didn't really like this gear. I love all their other stuff. And
I think we should explain to people what we're talking about.
So there's a company called Electron, but spelled with a K instead of a C. ELEKTRON. Their website is electron.se. They're a Swedish company that makes synth drum machines, and the newest thing, the Octorack, which is basically like a sample manipulation tool. Is the best way to put it, for real-time performance, or you can use it in studios as well, but it's meant for real-time sampling and just abusing the hell out of your samples and making crazy stuff. So I go on their site because I'm always checking out the prices to see what I'd have to sell, how much blood.
This is something that you're obsessed with, right?
Not so much this piece of gear, but there are other stuff. But this commercial is awesome. I saw it. I clicked on something the other day that said all of our products come with a 3-year warranty. And I clicked on it thinking, wow, 3-year warranty, that's great. And then this movie pops up. Or this commercial. So it's like a short film for this musical instrument.
Yeah. Well, give us some background to it, because it wouldn't have been as good if you didn't tell me the part about the guy's name.
Well, there's a guy they mentioned in here called Hector. If you go on the YouTube pages for Electron's products, they put out a series of 3 videos for the machine drum, which is their signature drum machine, which I want so bad, but it's like $1,600 for this thing. But it's an amazing piece of gear, hand built, and their other machine they have out called Mono Machine, which are 6 monosynths. Everyone's just like tuning out now, I'm sure. But basically, they make cool stuff, and so they have these 3 videos for each of these products, and it's taught by a guy named Hector, who they're really well done, and he's like so stoic and serious about everything. Like, in the Mono Machine, you can control all parameters, and the music's all serious. So yeah, Hector is this guy that teaches on their other videos, but this thing is like a movie. It's like the Thriller video.
I fucking enjoyed it.
It's freaking gory, and it was great.
So let's play it real quick. They're not a sponsor or anything. We don't get money for it, but the video for this product is awesome. So we're gonna play it. Or not. Maybe not.
Scratch it.
I don't understand. There we go.
Well, it's a 7-minute movie, so it might.
What's that?
Morning, sir. Sorry about the short notice, but we have a mess here. 2 dead guards, 1 dead control on the inside, and 1 person captured. He's down below. Some pretty bad shit went down here, sir. Damn animals.
Anything on the fly?
No, it's a network problem, but we are working on it. Expect to hear from him soon. This way, sir. We have one survivor, no ID, no service number, no fingerprints, nothing.
What's his status?
It's over 9,000, sir. Physically good shape. He does have a hearing problem. Mr. Bob, this is Agent Herzog.
Where are your papers?
I've heard things you people wouldn't believe.
Let's get straight to the point, shall we? I'm much smarter than you are. And I'm not in the mood for games.
There was a man.
This man killed the guards and controller?
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces.
I'd heard of him. He would turn up at the sessions. I thought it was a myth. A spook story. He had a device. A machine. He stepped up to the microphone and said, "Hello, hello, hello, hello." It was the same beat, hello, hello, but at the same time it wasn't. Hello, 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 hello.
You're a funny guy. You're a really funny guy.
Yeah, over.
Oh, the fly's online.
CA 9311.
Can someone update this damn network? Brett?
A machine that makes music.
I don't think you fully appreciate the seriousness of the situation here. I can help you.
The sound transformed back and forth, constantly taking new directions. Nothing seemed impossible. No gods, no masters. He showed the priest of music what music really is.
Who was this man?
Hector. The others, they just couldn't take it. And like that, they were gone.
Why weren't you affected? Why didn't you turn into one of them?
I don't know. Maybe it's because of my hearing condition. I'm tone deaf.
Do you know what I think happened? Do you?
Insurgents.
And I think you saw it.
I swear on the grave of my mother.
They left you for a reason. We both know that this magical machine doesn't exist. So what did it have on you? Hey, debts? Your wife? They don't care about you. You're just a pawn.
No, why me? I'm nobody. Tone deaf.
Because you're nobody. Because you're tone deaf. You pathetic little shit.
Sir, come and take a look at this.
So, it seems like circumstances have changed.
You're the only person who's seen this thing in use. I want you to try to remember what you saw. Try to show us.
But I can't move.
Do you have a light?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, did you hear about Greg and Lisa?
Awesome. So yeah, we'll post that later as well, so people can check it out.
Sampling just became a true art form.
True art form. No, it's pretty awesome.
It's like a 7-minute movie just for this.
It really
the
is.
release of.
Well, I mean,
that's great.
It's fun. You know what doesn't warrant a 7-minute trailer or commercial? Guns N' Roses. And I wrote about this the other day on Zombie Popcorn, and I was looking forward to it. And what I'm talking about is Slash, the ex-guitar player from Guns N' Roses, is starting a horror production company called Slasher Films.
And Velvet Revolver.
What?
Velvet Revolver, that's the other band.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
But he is doing this, which I think is great. That he was quoted in an interview saying that he loves the old 70s and 80s movie. He said those are his favorite, and that's kind of the films that he wants to bring back, which I think is awesome. But within the same interview, he said, but when the films get gory and over the top, it kind of ruins the film. And I want to create films that make you think.
Okay.
Which is cool, but I can't think of any 1970s or 80s movie that it was a horror film that made me think.
I don't know.
See?
The Exorcist.
But that's not really a horror film, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
How can The Exorcist not be a horror?
That is a PG-13 Disney film. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Damn it.
You disgust me.
You disgust me. Fine. I was just trying to play a joke, and
would that be awesome though if it really did get like a PG-13? Stick her cock in your, it's like,
yeah. Oh, The Right comes out soon, and I'm excited about that. That's gonna be awesome. Bloop. So, yeah, so he's doing that, and we'll just have to wait to see. He has 3 films in the pipeline right now. One is a zombie film, a remake of Wake the Dead, which is a Frankenstein film. And I forget what the third one was. But.
Speaking of zombie films, last night I watched, Jen and I, well, not really. She fell asleep within 20 minutes. Was it Survival of the Dead?
Oh,
no, or was that Island of the Dead?
Well, Survival of the Dead is the new Romero film.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Yeah.
That was the stinkiest piece of shit I've ever watched, man. Yeah. It was way cliche. Like the army guys were, everyone was a super badass, but not really.
Yeah.
So there's this island. Everyone on it is Irish and speaks with an Irish accent.
Because they were in Ireland.
No, it was off the coast of Delaware.
Really?
Yeah. I guess that they've been isolated, and I mean, even the young kids. So you either spoke with an Irish accent or you sounded like a Western cowboy. It was retarded.
Wonder why he did that.
I don't know. And it was just a crappy film. It was so bad. So bad.
That's sad, because Land of the Dead sucked.
Yeah, Land of the Dead sucked. And then they had the one that was kind of done in the camcorder style.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the name of that one, but this last one.
I saw it. I have it, actually.
They all can't be,
Yeah, they can.
They all can't be Night of the Living Dead.
Yes, they can.
You can't always make a groundbreaking film, but at least make a decent one.
Do it. But yeah,
it was sad.
Speaking of a horrible film, Clash of the Titans. Remember, we've talked in depth about Clash of the Titans.
The classic, though.
Yeah, no, the remake.
The remake, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just lamenting.
Well, the sequel to Clash of the Titans.
We promise we won't screw it up like we did the first one.
It's hitting theaters March 30th, 2012.
Now, was this one really shot in 3D?
This one is actually shot in 3D, and Sam Worthington, the guy from Avatar and the first Clash of the Titans, says, and quote, he says, it's shot in 3D, and do put that in and make them fucking aware. That's what he says. That it's that much 3D is happening.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome. Exciting about it. I just lost that. Where did I go? Yeah. Anyway, so I've been playing a game recently called City of Heroes, and I've become obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you may remember, it may sound familiar to you, the City of Heroes, because I talked about it when I went to MarsCon. When I went to MarsCon, they had a room set up for City of Heroes.
Right.
And City of Heroes is a MMORPG, which every time I say that, somebody goes, what is that? And that's a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. And then everybody always goes, oh, you mean kind of like World of Warcraft.
It'll be the end of the world of
Warcraft. And I say yes, but the difference between this is that you know it's not like that. You actually you create characters just like any other role-playing game, but you're a superhero, or you can be a supervillain.
Mm-hmm.
You decide. And
I've never played one of these games.
Yeah,
I've never played a massive multiplayer role-play. Actually, I've never played any role-playing game.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I was just doing something else.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm trying to pull it up here so we could, so I could give you a preview to it, but it's not working. But anyway, so yeah, I've been playing that forever. I am currently level 14 now. Whatever. I've just been playing it too much. So yeah. So if you
out of 14 levels.
Yeah. Oh wait, here we go.
Slept in 9
we got
days.
it up.
That new coffee maker's great.
That coffee maker is great. It keeps me up all night. And, Mountain Dew and coffee in the same cup is pretty fucking awesome. But I got to show off my character because it's fun. Oh, I did the wrong one. But yeah, so it's actually a fun game. I played with one person that lives locally, and I think he hated playing with me because every time I sign on, he signs off.
Mm-hmm.
So, but whatever. What are you going to do? I don't know if this is going to show up in the room. I hope it does. But I shouldn't be giving me music because. Oh yeah.
Nice is what you get.
That's my character there.
Had someone tell me I should try and write music like this.
You should write music like this.
Because they play a lot of it.
Yeah. But As you can see, it's very epic. I like my character. The wings I didn't start off with. I actually earned those in the game.
This is a whole bunch of shit I
Yeah. I just wanted to show that.
That's pretty awesome. I like the cityscape in the background.
Yeah. You can change it to...
I love that comic book heroes are always just wearing costumes in the middle of his regular city. You know, it's just... It was like... I remember back in the days when bad guys wore black and good cowboys wore white, and you could tell who the villain was because they were like a saber-toothed tiger, you know, cape, and the good guy had a halo. And, you know,
and you can't do that now, so... But yeah, I just turn that off.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Doing nothing but that.
No socializing.
No socializing. I should have been trying to fix my damn internet connection so we could have a decent show.
I actually just had an IV running into my arm and a catheter and a...
I had a catheter running in my arm.
No, and a catheter running out.
You just had an IV hooked up.
Catheter running in my veins, yeah.
That would not be good.
I'm recycling my...
Gandhi drank his pee. You know how many people say that?
The first pee of the day is supposed to be beneficial.
Yeah, people say that all the time. But
yeah.
The funny
but
thing
they
is,
haven't seen the amount of soda I ingest. This shit comes out like Karo syrup. I mean, it's... Yeah.
I just think it's funny because anytime I tell somebody I'm vegan...
Did you drink your own piss?
Yeah, they're like, Gandhi drank his own pee. I'm like,
that's
yes. I'm like, where the fuck does that come from?
Wow.
I mean, seriously.
Really?
Well, how's that the follow-up? Do you want a hamburger? No, I'm vegan, thanks. Gandhi drank his own pee. Really?
Wow.
I don't understand it, but it happens. It does. So.
Really? That's awesome.
You would like that.
You should just follow it up with another random fact when they say Gandhi drank his own pee.
One of my other favorites
Hitler had 7 toes.
Well, that's funny you said Hitler
foot,
because if they don't mention Gandhi, they go the other route and say, Hitler was a vegetarian. He's like, really? Not for ethical reasons, though.
Yeah.
Get with it. He was just
pure German health reasons.
I was like, you know what? He was a smart man. He took over the world and he knew what good health meant. No. Yeah. You can send letters to
Zombie
podcast.
Popcorn endorses.
Yeah. No, I don't fucking endorse that douchebag. Yes, that's what I said it. What are you gonna do? So, what do you have planned to do, Paul?
When?
Anytime.
Nothing.
Really?
Try and make some money.
Yeah.
How are you gonna do that?
I don't know. I'm checked out. I have no idea. I have no money. I have nothing going on. My life's total shit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think we're going to end Zombie Popcorn. Aren't we?
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody who stuck around during the problems. Hopefully, I can re-edit it and it'll sound good on the rebroadcast. I know. I got my work.
It's gonna take it down to like a 5-minute
It's
show.
gonna be so bad. But yeah, shit like that happens. Whatever. That's what you do when you do a live show. I mean, we could do a podcast and not get the fun. We could rehearse everything and actually have a good show. But who the fuck would listen to that?
Seriously.
But anyway, so thanks for listening. We'll definitely have the guys back on once our show is working better. And then until then, everybody have a good night.
Good night.
history. Empire has tried to raise the dead. Throughout history, empire has tried to raise the dead. Throughout history.